This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Nothing discussed constitutes financial or investment advice. Always consult a licensed financial professional before making any investment decisions. The stock market has a dirty secret, and it has nothing to do with insider trading. Right now, in 2026, the biggest funds on Wall Street are not trading on news. They are not trading on earnings. They are trading on satellite images of parking lots. And AI bots are deciding which images to believe. If you are still getting your market signals from Reddit or X, it is worth asking whether you are working with the same information as the biggest players in the room. Here is exactly how the game changed, and what you can actually do about it. Here is the harsh truth most finance channels will not say out loud. Sentiment analysis is now functioning as a contra-indicator for many experienced researchers, because AI generates a growing share of the content you are reading. Large language models are flooding social platforms with synthetic noise, manufactured enthusiasm, manufactured fear, manufactured momentum. What that creates is an algorithmic echo chamber. AI sentiment drives prices. More AI detects the move. More AI piles on. Then it collapses. The spike you think is a signal. It is often the setup for a mean reversion. If you cannot separate bot-driven narrative from physical reality, you may be exposed to volatility that has little connection to a company's actual business fundamentals. So how do elite quantitative funds cut through the noise? They look from orbit. But here is what most people get wrong about satellite data. A picture is worthless if it is 30 minutes old. The real edge is something called Orbital Edge Computing. Instead of beaming massive raw images down to Earth for processing, the satellite runs the analysis itself. In space, in real time, it does not send you a photo, it sends you a number. 53 cars in a retail parking lot at 11:47 a.m. Funds still relying on ground-based image processing are working with data that may already be stale by the time it reaches a trading desk. This is where institutional research gets particularly interesting. The strategy many top funds are exploring is called Cross-Modal Triangulation. The concept is straightforward. Look for divergence between what social media is saying and what satellite activity is showing. Social sentiment is trending bullish. Factory activity is flat. That divergence, the reality gap, is what institutional researchers have historically flagged as a high-interest signal worth deeper analysis. Historically, that kind of divergence has attracted significant institutional attention on the short side. But there is a major risk hiding in plain sight. If the SEC decides to classify real-time, high-resolution satellite imagery as material non-public information, MNPI, these entire research frameworks could face serious legal scrutiny overnight. That regulatory question is very much open right now, and it deserves far more attention than it is getting. So where does that leave you as an informed investor? Two frameworks worth considering. Framework 1, infrastructure allocation. Rather than trying to trade the signal itself, consider studying the companies building the low-latency satellite edge networks. They sit at the infrastructure layer regardless of how the regulatory landscape evolves. Framework 2, defensive fundamentalism. Use satellite activity data as a verification layer, not a crystal ball. Build sentiment-resistant valuation models and let physical activity data confirm or challenge your thesis before you enter a position. That kind of framework may help reduce your exposure to high-noise, sentiment-driven tickers. The era of blindly following social media hype is showing serious cracks. The era of verifying physical reality in real time has begun. Drop a comment. Should the SEC step in and regulate satellite trading data? Or is this just the natural evolution of markets? Subscribe for more deep dives into how institutional strategies are evolving and what that means for how modern markets actually work. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. Nothing discussed constitutes financial or investment advice. Always consult a licensed financial professional before making any investment decisions. Investing involves risk, including the possible loss of principal.